RealSullyG, and welcome to my TED Talk. Thank you all for being here. Oh gosh, there's a lot of stuff going on there. That looks hideous. Alright, a lot of stuff going on. So, welcome to my TED Talk. Today, we're going to be discussing the topic of who is Joe? People have been requesting it, people have been asking, so I decided we're going to dig deep and we're going to find out once and for all, who is Joe? Now, the origins. What are the origins of Joe? Well, according to Wikipedia, just a normal Wikipedia entry, Joseph, or Joe for short, is a common masculine name derived from the Hebrew Yosef. Okay, pretty simple enough, all right, we get it there. The name's also common in the Persian language, referred to as Yusuf, just spelled a little bit differently, but it's common in the Persian language. The name Joseph is also prominent in the Christian biblical canon. And we're talking canon, then this means Joe is canon in the lore. Joe is coming to the Dream SMP real soon, so get hyped, because the biblical canon, it's canon now, so get excited. But on a serious note, in the New Testament, Joseph was married to the Virgin Mary, mother of Jesus, making Joe the father of our Savior. Automaton Jumbo. So what is the meaning of Joe? I mean, we know where it came from. We know how we got the name Joe. But where did it come from? Well, the Bible compares the name Yosef, which is Joe, to the word Asaph, which means to take away. Right? To take away is the meaning of Joseph, which obviously is proof that Joe Biden wants to take away our automatones, and we're not going to let him do that. We're going to rise up as one, make our voices heard, and say, "In Wah we trust." Okay? He's not getting our automatones. These are our automatones. They ain't going anywhere, Joe. All right? Joe is also an acronym for Journal of Endocrinology. J-O-E, Joe. So, the Journal of Endocrinology, on their website, this is not a joke. You can fact check this. You can look it up yourself. They have a very disturbing article, which shows their clear intent, their devious plan. Disruption of endothelial PFKFB3 ameliorates diet-induced murine insulin resistance. Alright? Now that might just be like a whole bunch of gobbledygook. It's a bunch of gibberish to you, okay? So you don't have to understand this, because I'm going to break it down for you right now. You're going to see exactly what I mean. Look at this article. D-E-A-D-I-M-I-R. Okay? First letter of the words. What does that spell, guys? Dead Emir. Dead Emir. Now you're saying to me, hold on, this means nothing. What does dead Emir mean, okay? I don't know what that means. Alright, let me break it down for you. Remember earlier on, just a couple minutes ago, I specifically told you guys that the name Joseph or Yusuf is common in the Persian language. You can fact check that me. Look it on Wikipedia. It's in the Persian language. It's very popular. Well, if you search the word Emir on Google, if you go search the word Emir right now on Google, you're going to be taken to a Wikipedia page. What does that Wikipedia page say? You could be referring to Emir Ardabil or Emir Zanjan. And guess what? Both are Persian. I kid you not. Both are Persian. So what the heck does this mean about the Journal of Endocrinology? Well, their point is very, very clear. The Journal of Endocrinology is aiming to rid the world of Joes. They want every Joe gone. They want dead Emir, dead Joseph. They don't want Joes anymore, and guess what? They've already begun. You see this article they wrote about dead Emir? Look at the authors. Look at the authors right there. Not a single Joe. Not a single Joe. We lagging? That's a bummer, because I'm spitting facts here. I don't know what's going on with Twitch, but we're going to keep going. Now, who is behind Joe? Who is behind JOE, the Journal of Endocrinology, okay? About Joe. According to their website, Journal of Endocrinology is owned by the Society for Endocrinology. The Society for Endocrinology is a UK-based membership organization representing a global community of scientists, clinicians, and nurses who work with hormones. All right? Fair enough. So they're owned by the Society for Endocrinology. So in that case, according to their website, the Society is a not-for-profit organization and a registered charity. Our activities are made possible by funding from our wholly owned trading subsidiary, Bioscientifica, which publishes our journals, manages our events, and provides membership services. Okay? So they get all their funding from Bioscientifica. So what if we go to Bioscientifica's website and About Us page? Now, looking at their team here, over here we have Mr. David Mills, who is the Director of Finance at Bioscientifica. Now, we've already looked at the etymology of all these words of Joe and Joseph, but what about the etymology of Mills? Well, sure enough, I was looking that up on Google. I was looking up the etymology of Mills, and I came across Mills College. Okay, Mills College, which is a private women's liberal art college in Oakland, California. A private women's liberal arts college. Girls only, no boys allowed. And guess what? No boys allowed equals no Joes allowed. They do not want Joes in there. They're enacting their plan, and we're letting it slide. We need to be better than that. Come on. Mills College. I see you, Mills College. You're not fooling me, not this time. Now, of Mills College, like many other colleges, they've given out tons and tons of honorary degrees to celebrities and influencers and stuff like that. I mean, you can see Nancy Pelosi's on the list, but most importantly, the first of the new century, 2000, Isabel Allende was awarded an honorary degree. She is a Chilean writer known for The House of the Spirits and The City of the Beasts. She was given the Presidential Medal of Freedom back in 2014, I believe. So a very important person. So what does she have to do with any of this? Well, in her Wikipedia page, it says she was born in Lima, Peru, the daughter of Francisca Yono Barros, and the daughter of Agustin Yono Cuevas and Isabel Barros Morera. Okay? So we're specifically looking right here at Isabel Barros Morera, okay? That's the important part right here, because if we're looking at that person is the mother of Allende's mother, then therefore Isabel Allende is the granddaughter, which you can prove by looking it up on Google. You'll see that the connection right there, she's a grandchildren of Isabel. So, we move on from that, and what does Morera mean? It is the surname of Portuguese and Galician origins in a habitual name that was taken on from any of the numerous places in Portugal and Galicia called Morera. Now, these place names derive from the word Morera, meaning a mulberry tree. Okay, it's a mulberry tree is what it means. Now you're thinking, Sully, that doesn't make any sense, and how are you going to connect the dots here? I don't see it. It's very obviously. Mulberry Tree. The Mulberry Tree was a classic 2010 movie. And in that movie, it was starring Lucas Ardagna. Sorry, my pronunciation's not good tonight. Deal with it. Breakout role for him. He hasn't done much since. But that was his breakout role in The Mulberry Tree, the movie. So, after chaining down the family tree of all these people, we finally come down to Lucas Ardagna. Alright? So, a quick Google search of the last name Ardagna, and I was able to find Ancestry.com provides a family history of the Ardagna family. So, I read through all the ancestors of Lucas. We have Paul, Salvador, Thomas. Who was the earliest one here? The earliest Ardagna I can find lived from 1893 to 1985. So, who was the original Ardagna behind this entire thing? Joseph Mil Allende Morera Ardagna. I'll repeat that again. His name is Joseph Mil Allende Morera Ardagna. More commonly known as Joe Mama! Oh!